is day 49. Oh my god, 49. I realised yesterday when I watched back, I introduced day 48, but then straight after I said day 47, but it wasn't. Yesterday was day 48, today is day 49. Um, I'm okay today, but it's there's there's going to be days like this. I'm going to have to just get used to it. But today would have been my year's anniversary meeting my ex. So it's a pretty interesting feeling. I just decided to go back and read our conversations from the first day that we met, and just I wanted to see how it would feel first of all, and thankfully it wasn't as painful as I thought. But reading back and kind of how high energy everything was right at the very beginning, and how exciting and everything it was, yeah, it was a bit. But I want to make sure that I don't want to harden to this experience. It was for me one of the most amazing experiences in my life, and I want to make sure that as I'm healing from this, I am facing it head on and healing from a place of love, not from a place of just pushing it away and putting it in a box and not dealing with it. So that's why I was like, today's going to be a good day. I've already got that kind of little knot of nostalgia and kind of and I thought, let's just face it head on. And yeah, it's like I said, it was it was interesting reading one of the messages when they said there was they actually said, if I ever do this, this or this, you have permission to block and delete me. And they actually did that. And I haven't blocked or deleted them. Obviously I've unfollowed, but there's no point. I haven't blocked them. I don't think they've blocked me, because occasionally I'll go onto a page when I search for the tattoo studio up the road when they do the piercings. They are called Inkbox. So whenever I type in INK, they come up on my second person on my Instagram. So I don't think I'm blocked from them, and I have no need. I don't harbour any bad or ill feelings. Like, I'm an adult. Like, blocking and stuff is for, if there's a need to, and there was not a need to, so yeah, that's kind of the day I'm having. So I am trying to, just had my lunch that Zane made me. That curry was absolutely amazing, but oh my god, it's not mega spicy, so tasty. But yeah, I haven't had sort of rich spicy food like that for quite since being in Louisiana, which is all Cajun food. It's probably the first time I've had kind of like a real tasty spicy food since then. And my body is just like, holy hell, what is this? So it was quite nice, but it was also a little bit like, yeah, I think I need to just, yeah, maybe go out for a walk or something, try and get some digestion going, because it was bloody delicious, but it's, yeah. Anyway, I saw a post today and I absolutely loved it. And it was quite funny that I saw this after I'd looked at all the chats and everything. Like I said, my purpose of kind of going back and looking back on that is I've always, whenever things have ended and with difficult situations, I've always put them in a box and just shoved them to the back of my head and kind of not dealt with it until it's kind of come up again in another friendship or work or a relationship or something like that. And I've realized now that that's not the way to heal. Healing is about standing face to face with the things that hurt you, the things that have broken you, the things that cause you pain, and working through that and learning to understand what that experience meant to you and what you can take away from it, and learning to love the experience and hold it in a place in your heart where it is for all the right reasons, rather than putting it in a box and putting it in the back of your mind, just waiting to bubble up and come up again. So, it wasn't like, oh, I want to reminisce and on, the thing. It was just kind of like, it was nice to just kind of go, oh, I wonder, I'm just going to, have a read back, because I haven't read back through them in a year. And it was weird because I asked myself the question, if I met them again today, if today was this day last year, would I have answered their message? And without a shadow of a doubt, yeah, I would. Because everything that has come about from the last year has pushed me in a direction in my life and has brought people into my life that I could never have dreamed of getting out of this experience. The memories, meeting someone, and regardless of us not being together, and the reason why we fell apart, to me, they were an amazing person. I'm not with them because, it's a tough one because, we didn't fall out, we didn't end because I stopped loving them. We end because when lies become involved, I can't be in that environment. And it's all the good feelings I have for them is still there. So yeah, it was nice to kind of like look back through that conversation and remember how everything started, and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, like I said, healing is about facing the things that have been presented in your life, that it's about working through them. I don't want to get to a stage where, I don't want to see them or speak to them or hear their name or anything. That's not who I am. I will always think of them with kindness and fondness and with love, because to me they were the most amazing person I'd ever met in my life. And I can still hold them in that place even though they'd done something to me that I didn't deem was acceptable. But anyway, the quote today, like I said, I saw this after I'd read the messages, and it was so fitting. It is, the only way out is to love yourself through it. And when I saw that after, like, I read their messages and like put everything, like, when they're all in a different part of my phone where I have to go in and kind of like unlock a folder and go in and have a look and stuff like that. So after I'd done that, I kind of like came out the folder and switched my phone back onto airplane mode and just sat and kind of like, yeah, reminisced a little bit about kind of, would I, like I said, would I do it again? Yes, I would. All the things that have come out of it, like, the friends that have become family that I met over in Louisiana are irreplaceable, and the experience, like, it's just, yeah, just everything. So my learning today is that I know, Stacey, you are this is a whole new experience for you. Like the fact that you are loving your way through this. Like if you ask anyone in your past, like, yeah, you've always remained loving and caring and considerate, but in regards to kind of relationships, you've always been like, that's it. You know, you've always joked about, you know, cementing yourself up and never having another relationship again, and kind of like, that's it, I'm over relationships and things like that. And this is the first time that you've ever not done that. If anything, it's making you realize that you need to be, the reason maybe why things don't work out is because you need to set more boundaries. You need to, you know, understand what your values are and what your beliefs are, because it was interesting reading back through some of the messages and kind of going, okay, you know, I wouldn't say red flags, but seeing things and kind of going, that's not something I fully agree with, but you know, when I was caught up in the moment, in the emotion of it all, I maybe didn't see it as clear as I see it now. And yeah, your learning is that you are loving your way through this. You are facing your healing. You're doing things so differently. Like you are learning to accept fully what's happened, to accept your part in everything, and you know what you did wrong. You're not putting anything in a box anymore and you know, waiting until it, you know, someone who doesn't deserve it comes along and opens it. You know, I think even though they said to you they were healed, you know, anyone that says they're healed, D at the end, is not healed, because healing never ends. You know, there's always going to be something within your life, whether it's, you know, the loss of friendships, jobs, family, and loss can be anything from, you know, just falling out with someone passing away. You can change jobs, you could miss, you know, just that you're always going to be healing from something and growing, and every experience that you have in your life is going to be a stepping stone. So anyone that says they are healed is not healed, because healing never ends. Healing is an ongoing thing. Like you are constantly learning and growing and healing from the events that life has for you. And on the day that you stop healing, or you know, when people put things in boxes and stuff them in the back of their head and don't deal with them, that's not healing. That's just not holding yourself accountable. That's not you know, facing full on the things that you've been through and learning from them and growing and adapting. You know, I will never ever believe that there will come a day where I don't feel like there's something that new, that there isn't something new for me to learn, or a new way of doing things. Like, you know, just over the few, you know, the small years I've been on this planet, society's changed, and you know, so many things have changed, and you have to learn and adapt and move with that. And it's the same with you as a human, as a person. You have to learn and adapt and change and grow and evolve, and just get rid of that box that you've had in the back of your head. There's some stuff in that box that you've kept since you were 6 years old, and you don't need to carry that shit anymore. You know, it would be nice to have someone by your side to help you unpack that box, but I think this experience has taught you that the only person that you can rely on in your life is yourself. So sit down with that box and do what you've been doing for the last 48 days, if not longer. Sit down with that box, open it up, take something out, look at it, and love the fucking shit out of it, because every single thing that's in that box has made you who you are today. And the fact that you are willing to take out things from that box, memories from people that have hurt you financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, like every possible way that you could have been affected are in that box. And you don't need that. You don't need to carry that anymore. Empty that box out, tip it out, just get rid of everything that's in there and start putting good, solid, strong, happy memories full of love and joy and happiness, and that you can look back on. And you know, when you're feeling low, open that box and it just beams rays of sunshine all over you, because it's just stuffed full of so many happy memories. And you do have a lot of happy memories. Like, your life has been, up to this point, has been exceptional, you know. I was only telling, you know, the tattoo artist, because she asked about my little mushroom tattoo, and I was just like, oh, I got that because I went to the rainforest and things. And she was like, what? You know, there's still things that you say that you've done that you're kind of just like, yeah, I did that. And people are just like, wow, that's amazing. You need to have that reaction to those memories, Stacey. You need to fill that, take that box, tip it out, accept. Don't tip it out and put it in the rubbish, because there's a lot of learning here. Tip it out, put it in a pile, pick every little piece of trauma, heartache, pain, whatever it is that comes out that box, pick it up, look at it, thank it, give it a big kiss and a hug and a squeeze, and fill it full of love, and just let it go. Because that's not who you are. You're not your past anymore. You're not the things that created the person you are today. You are just you today. Nothing past this point exists except learning and experience. So slowly pick up all those pieces, look at it, love the fucking shit out of it, and let it go. And keep that box that you've always put things in and not dealt with, fill it full of love, because that's who you are. This experience has made you realize that you are it. You are just, there is another post that I read, because one of the things that when you were scrolling through Instagram and it came up with, like, you know, you should write yourself an obituary. How do you want people to remember you? And you went through and you filled this survey thing in and you wrote all these things and it filled it out for you. And this post really did, like, you read this and you were just like, that's exactly what I want. Where is it? Where is it? Oh God. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh my God, where is it? Okay, right, let's do this another way. Oh goodness, Stacey. Right, let's have a look. Likes. Right, let's have a look. It was only yesterday or the day before, so you don't have to go back too far. Oh my God, I'm so shit at this. I can remember what the page looked. I can remember what the post looked like. Why can I not find it? Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. No, 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 no. I can't find it. Um, it was basically, oh, so, my ADHD is gonna hate this. Like my OCD and ADHD is gonna literally sit and go through every single post until you find this now, because yeah, that's who you are. Was it that one? No, but that's it's not. It was basically saying, um, I'm gonna have to find it. I can't. I can't. uh, Here we go. This is it. Finally, I'll be able to sleep tonight. um, so it was, if someone asked me who has been the most beautiful, kind, and sincere friend I've ever had, I would always talk about you. I would love to leave that as my legacy, that every person who comes into my life and every person who allows me into their life, that the memory they have of me is that I was the most beautiful, kind, and sincere friend. Um, that would be the absolute dream. To know that, and it's not always going to be the way. There's going to be people, no matter what you do. Like I said yesterday, not everyone loves glitter, and that's okay. But for every person that doesn't, there's someone that does. So don't worry about pleasing everyone. That's not what life is about. Life is about being your true, authentic self, and the people that are meant to be in your life will come into your life, and they will love you for your sparkle. That's it. Um, so yeah, that's my learning, is that you need to spice it. I keep getting spices. Like I must have crunched on so many spices in that curry. I'm still tasting them. God, I'm so distracted today. Like I said, it's a bit of a weird day. It's a bit of a, I feel a little bit emotional, but not in any way that it's going to kind of ruin my day. As you can see, the beautiful sun is shining. Like, how can you not be happy on a day when it's like this? Especially with all the rain and miserable days we've had recently. So, yeah, it's, your learning is that you need to just hold everything that's made you who you are today and just love it. Love every single thing. You've got no reason to nothing that's ever happened to you up to now has not been in your favor. It may not have felt like that at the time, like the experience that you've just been through nearly did wipe you off this earth, but you're still here, and that's what you need to hold on to. Hold on to the, you know, you can still love them from a distance. Think of all the amazing experiences you had out of it. Think of all the new friends that have become family. You know, one of the people you were speaking to when you were just like, you know, I made a comment like, I miss the community over there, and their response was, you're part of that community. And that really meant something, because I would honestly, I would take a bullet for any of my friends. I really would. I would, you know, once you're in my life, that's it. You are stuck with me until you tell me not to. So to have that back was such a warm, and oh, I can't even put into words how that made me feel. So my happiness is for the fact that at this crazy ripe age that I am, I have finally found the key to living with joy and happiness. And that is that lots of things, dark things, are going to come into your life, but that is where you're going to grow. In You may not necessarily enjoy those moments, but they are absolutely vital to keeping you on your path, keeping you motivated, making you strong, courageous and brave. And without those things, you can't do some of the things that you dream of. I am happy that I have realized where I've gone wrong my whole life is every time something has broken me, I wouldn't say closed my heart off. I'd closed my heart to relationships for sure, but you'd hidden away the pain and hoped that it would kind of heal, and just not addressing it is not healing it. That's not how it works. What you did today, where you sat, you went through the messages, you looked at some photos, you remembered some memories, and you decided to put them in a different part of your brain. They don't have to hold like the pain that they did before. You can still love, like your dad's not been on this planet for 20 years and you still love him the same amount as you did the last day that you saw him and you gave him a hug goodbye. And it's the same. There's people in your life that you still love that you've lost. You can still love them. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, that's a beautiful thing to do, because there isn't anyone in my life. Like I said, I'm realizing that healing is not about forgetting the bad memories. It's about remembering those memories and holding them in a place where you love the experience, and you love what it contributed to your life and who it made you today. But you can only do that if you keep learning and growing. So that's your happiness. Your gratitude today is for I am grateful for, let's have a think. I'm grateful today is Saturday. I'm grateful that this anniversary fell on today. I don't think I would be able to, because my mind is a bit distracted, you know, and I am, you know, I've not cried today, but I am going through some emotional kind of like, you know, it's tough. Healing from, you know, heartbreak and losing someone who you thought would always be in your life is tough. And it has only been a couple of months. You know, I have to just be kinder to myself and say, you know, you knew instantly, and that just doesn't, that person was your one. You just weren't there. It's like, and you can't just flick a switch and turn that off. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to feel those emotions and get out of your mind that where people are like, oh, just forget them, they're not worth it, move on, plenty more fish in the sea, do that. That's not healing. Healing is to remember them and to hold them in a place in your heart where it's safe and it is honourable. And because like I said, I wouldn't change the experience that I've been through. You know, I'm grateful for the friends that have become family from this whole experience. Not just my last relationship, but the relationship before that, and all the friendships in my life that have come and gone. You know, my dad, who, you know, it's his birthday in 2 weeks, who I, you know, love dearly. And just because his physical vessel is not here doesn't mean that he's not still as alive as he is in my heart and in my mind. Like, I can still hear him laugh like it was yesterday. You know, whilst ever someone is alive in your memories and held in a place of love and compassion, they don't fully ever leave you. So don't hold any negative towards any experiences in your life. You don't need to. everything that you've been through has shaped you into the person you are today. So I am grateful to every single soul who has come into my life, who is still in my life, and who has left my life, whether it be through choice or through passing. Every single one of your connections has made me to the person I am today. There are people in my life who I look up to and gain so much inspiration and motivation, and just every single person, even the people who I've really clashed with. I was talking to Hinton at work, and he was like, oh, imagine if we see so and so. And I was like, and I kind of joked, and I was just like, oh, don't say that. And then I was like, actually, that's not how I feel about the situation. I actually don't have any negative feelings about that person anymore. Like, I'm actually quite envious that they've got to a point in their life where they hadn't the reason we clashed was because they didn't have experience of something, and I'm quite envious that they've got to a stage in their life where they haven't had to deal with that. So although it affected me, massive kudos to being able to get to where they were in their life and not have to deal with that. So even that, that shows what a beautiful heart you have, Stacey, that even the people that have broken you to your lowest, you still love them and you still appreciate them for the experience that they gave you. And I will continue this journey through life fully open and welcoming those that come into my life and stay, and those that come into my life and that leave me with a lesson. Because without all of you, without every single person who has passed through my years on this planet, I would not be the person I am today. Like, I'm going to give myself some credit here, right? I mean, I've done a lot of work, so much, so exhausting amounts of work to get through some situations. But the one thing that has always been the easiest is to just love and to not hate. Like, I can't hate. It's impossible for me to hate. I mean, I don't like celery. That's probably the only thing that would be borderline hate, but it brings me out in hives. So there's a reason for that. I haven't met anyone in my life yet that's brought me out in hives, so it's still time. But yeah, today was real. Hold yourself with some pride today, Stacey. I know pride and ego are always kind of things that you've got to be very careful with. Ego, definitely, but you can be proud of some of your achievements. And something I want you to be proud of today is that you were able to recognize today for what it is, to go back, look over some experiences, and to recognize that the only way to heal from that is to face it head on, work through the pain, and turn that pain into love and to happy memories, and to make sure that you are learning from everything and you are accountable for your part you played in it, and that you work to be a better person so you don't make those mistakes again. Get those pieces that you've collected up out that box and just start working them one piece, one thing at a time, just as you're ready and able to. And just get that box, give it a good clean out, get all that negative energy out, and start putting some beautiful memories in there. I love you. I'm so proud of you. It's tough. It's, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I've been pretty much in bed most of the day. I've been quite cold. The sun's out now, but it was bloody freezing when I woke up this morning, and I literally I haven't had my quilt on my bed for months, and I pulled the quilt up and like snuggled under it and managed to go back to sleep. And then when you got back from the gym and stuff, you were really cold, and you've just been snuggled in bed like watching YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, you're allowed to have an afternoon in bed. Don't be, you're gonna have to stay up for a bit now because you've got Zane's curry to work through. So you've got all your creative gear out, get on, do some of that. Yeah, just try and distract yourself for the rest of the afternoon, because it's been a little bit of an emotional morning, but it's been, for once, not painful emotional. It's been quite interesting to be able to look back and see those memories and hold them with an element of love, which is all you ever wanted for that person. You know, you just wanted to love them for the rest of your life, and you can still do that. They're just not going to be in your life. Like, that's it. You just have to accept that. So go enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Go and sit in that sunshine, Stacey. I know you've been snuggled in bed and you're cold, but go sit outside, get some sunshine on your eyes, and then come back in, get some bits and bobs done. Yeah, but I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is a whole new, it's just, I just keep pinching myself every now and again and being like, is this really me? Have I really finally found the switch? Have I found the key to life? Have I found I joked about finding the meaning to life through these journals, and have I in less than 50 days managed to find? I think I've always known the key to everything is love. Because not everyone sees the world like you do, Stace, you do let other people's opinions and society dampen that sparkle. But no, be you, be your crazy self. Tell your friends you love them until you make it weird, because you do. Like, everyone in your life, you feel the connection with them, the joys of being an empath. But yes, go get outside, drink some more water, tidy up. I think that's something I need to do. I haven't tidied up. Like, I've got a pile of clothes that I've been moving from chair to bed to chair to bed. Have a good tidy up, clear your energy, put some music on. You've not played music at home, although you listened to it yesterday. You've not played any at home. Just change the energy in your room. Just do that. Get your window open, get some cold air blowing through, and just enjoy the rest of your day. Day 49. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is day 50. That's insane to think that you've been doing this for 50 days. But I'm so excited to see where the next 50 days lead us, because the steps that you've made in your healing and your journey over the last 50 days and previous months running up to, in the scale of what you've achieved in your entire life, it's like 2 different lifetimes. It really is. But I'm just so proud of you. I love you so much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling, I am proud of myself today. I'm proud of myself for looking back and, I got this. I think I've got this. Although I'm sure there'll be a post in a few days where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I totally haven't got this. But you know what? That is what life is. Life is not the end goal. Life is every day. It's the journey. This is what life is. There's me thinking life is all about reaching this final destination, and it's not. Life is about every day healing, learning, growing, loving the shit out of everything and everyone in your life, because you never know when they're going to be gone. So just enjoy the moments while you can. Let everyone know how much you love them. Make it fucking weird because that's who you are. So yeah, I love being me. Oh god, this video is so cringe. But I promised myself I would start speaking to myself like I would speak to my best friend, and nothing I have said today is anything that I wouldn't tell my best friend if they were going through the same thing. So everyone, if I have one dream, and it is that everyone could speak to themselves the way they speak to others when they are their most loving, caring and compassionate human beings. Like when you are helping a friend through something really difficult and you hold them in that pure love and grace and support, I just hope that everyone once in their lifetime gets to experience that to themselves, because we all deserve that. And I think everyone is always so hard on themselves, myself included. And we just need to be, I think if we were kinder to ourselves, we would maybe be kinder to others. So yeah, I'm learning how to be kind to myself. And it gets pretty awkward. But I'm doing it. Oh. Right, that's it. I'm done. I love you. Get outside, drink some water. You know what I'm going to say, don't you?